What's up guys, this is Coach Ray. We're back with more multi-spinner exercises. I'm gonna give you 5 inside and 5 outside moves that you can do with a multi-spinner. If you haven't seen a previous video, what is multi-spinner, why you should use it, different types of reps and how you can, set it up for your training, go watch it. It should be in description as well as in cards in one of these sides. Today, like I said, 5 exercises for each, but don't get me wrong, like everything, like if you want to be good inside puller, you need assistance from the top. So all these exercises will work on both sides. But if you're a top roller, you should be focusing more on outside. That's where you should be. But you still need that small finger containment, all those things that are gonna come with a hook pulling side. So please look into the both. Like I cannot stress enough, one side will not just work 100% with you. It will help you develop your strengths, but to nick out your weaknesses, you need the other side as well. In arm wrestling training, just like on table, you need variety. No 2 arms are identical. Even someone will have the same size hands, their angles, where they're coming from is different. And the strength is gonna be transferred differently. So my best solution is to train with different handles, different diameters. So bigger, smaller ones, thicker, train with all of those. Switch them around, come back. If it feels terrible, you feel weak there, that's what you need. Because usually we get we love training where we are strong and we hate training where we are weak. But most of the time, that's exactly what we need. So let's start with the top roll. Top roll and multi-spinner. So first exercise, the easiest one. We're gonna do no wrap, just like this. So wrist is straight. You, again, like I said in a previous video, change the heights. You can do it from different angles. And we're just gonna do wrist flexion. Like super easy, doesn't look that hard. Adds a lot of stress on my wrist radial side right here. Adds a lot of pressure on my fingers because I have to hold it there. My thumb is involved because it's helping me to stabilize the movement. So very easily, usually guys will start doing like this, where they do too much side pressure, where do a lot of different unnecessary movements. But what you really need is just classic wrist flexion. You take it lower, you'll feel more on your riser. You take it higher, you will feel more on your fingers. And again, you need both. My suggestion for all of these exercises would be something like 5 sets of 10. That's what we do with our students. High volume, you need a high volume work. Not big weights, because you don't want to get injured. You want to make sure that you're getting better and better and better, and these weights start feeling easier and easier, and that's how you do it. So exercise number 2, we're gonna wrap it like this around our thumb. So now the most pressure and most tension is coming on this movement. So it's wrist flexion through the top 2 fingers, as well as a little bit of pronation, like this. Our third exercise, same thing, but it goes under the thumb. So now the fingers are involved even more, like this. These 3 exercises that I gave you all look and feel a little bit similar, but there are some nuances. So every training session you can pretty much switch one around. Today I'm gonna do this, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, and day 3 I'm gonna do this. And then you can come back and you'll see the improvements, you'll see how much you have progressed in these exercises and have better control on your arm. We have set it up on high cable and we're gonna do some side pressure. So it goes like this, under the thumb, get it out. So I'm not aiming to go fully down because now the angle changes. Most tension is here, here it gets less tension. So what I'm gonna do is go for that first move and block it with side pressure. So I wanna, imagine this, I'm gonna take your hand and get to position and then stop. Like this. Let's go to the other side. And again here you can switch it up under the thumb. So now the more cup is involved, less fingers, and you can really work on your cup. Or you put it here, more finger activation, less cup. So I'll get to position and stay there a little bit. All these exercises work on stability and wrist. It's very hard to add tension to the back pressure. In arm wrestling, like if you have ever arm wrestled, you know the tension is coming from many different rotation, pulling, someone's cracking your wrist. It's very hard to put those things on table in training when you're not doing it with a person. So let's take resistance band. I'm gonna do the same thing right here. I want my tension to be on my cup. So here, back pressure is activated, everything is activated, and I'll just get to position. So, and again, depending on your style, you can change where you're going. You can hit straight to the side. You can go more back. You can lean in. You can go by diagonally. All those things, it's up to you because your style is different where you go. My suggestion is switch it up, like I said a few other times before. We now go to the hook, which is my favorite part for my right arm because that's exactly how I arm wrestle. That's, I think, how I develop most of my strength. I put a lot of pressure on these two fingers, and that's how I cup in, that's how I go to my hook. So no wrap, just out, just like this. That's crazy pressure. Here we're gonna do some different exercises than I showed with top roll, because you can pretty much change those up to a top roll position and say, well, they're the same exercise. So here we're gonna do one which is static lifts. Wrist is straight, good position, get it out, put it back down, get it out, put it back down. Every time you lift, you can cup in. So you start no tension, tension, cup. Another variation which I really love, and it goes for deep inside pulling, the way that Neil Pickup really likes it. You wrap it and you have your wrist cupped to the max. My wrist is cupped to the max and I just lift it up, put it back down. Lift it up, put it back down. So as I said, all these exercises can be just switch to the top position and be added to your top roll. We're still in the hook line, so let's stick to the subject. We're gonna do wrap like this. We're gonna take it out, and I'm gonna do internal rotation like this. As you see, my first move goes through the wrist. You can also stay flat, it will work as well, but I want that my first movement from my body is my wrist cupping. So again, adapt it to your style and make it work, but you can do it like this. So another great variation is putting the band on your thumb. Now wrapping this a little bit more and like this. So I'm gonna chop in with my fingers and I will keep my pronator like this. And then you add some weight and you feel where it is, what you need. But like this exercise is really great for hook pullers that are losing their pronation as soon as they go inside, because that's what you need. Like if you lose pronation too much, you go too much supination, and someone that has that power to take your pronator, they'll put you palm up in a bad position. These are just few exercises that I showed you. All these exercises, you can switch it up to one or the other side. Take the handle lower, closer to the strap, and it will change the whole thing up. Have different types of handles with different diameters, and it will feel different. So, like, there's, in my opinion, at least 100 variations that I can do on one specific thing. And all those slowly will add to your arm wrestling arsenal. I know there's people always in comments will be like, you know, well, there's this and that variation that you could do, or you can wrap it like this. Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. This is just what I shared with you today. I think Multispinner is a great tool, pretty much zero cost tool. You can go to your home right now and find something how to make one, absolutely, and just start working out. Like, that's that easy. Don't be lazy. Get your training together. You want to be part of good arm wrestling coaching system. Look in description. There's Patreon system. All the information is there. Join Latvian method. Yeah, stay strong. Love arm wrestling.